Hi, welcome to Threadhead TV. This is Jude Bell. Thanks for joining me on this tutorial on how to make an organza rosette. This is part of a tutorial on how to complete the tulip circle skirt. Cut a 5-inch wide piece of organza using the entire width of the fabric from selvage to selvage. Fold this piece in half lengthwise and zigzag stitch along the edge to keep it in place and to finish the edges. Next, use a basting stitch to sew a straight line about 5/8 inch away from the edge. Then take those threads that you just sewed with the basting stitch and pull in order to gather your organza. Fold the corner down. And then I like these gathers. I'm just gonna start with a rosette in the middle. And I'm gonna sew the base of my rosette. I'm just gonna sew a straight stitch to keep it together. I'm gonna sew again a little bit up higher because some of my zigzag stitching and ends were showing. I'm just going to put it under the needle one more time and sew a straight line a little bit higher, back and forth. Next, take a scrap of fabric that matches your organza and begin wrapping the opposite end of the beginning rosette. This outside layer of your rosette will determine how big it will be when it's finished. Sew with a straight line, lifting and turning the foot of your machine while keeping the needle in its down position. Work your way inward, covering up the raw edges on the outer layer next to it as much as possible. This little bud that I made for the middle of the flower is going to need to be hand sewn in like that. And then some of these places show. And so I'm going to have to tack down by hand some of these outer petals to cover that up. Doesn't matter how messy the back layer is. And normally I might cut it away all around the sewing. But I think this time I'm going to actually fold it in to give me a little bit more substance to sew into on the back. I think that looks pretty good. Your last step is hand sewing your rosette onto your garment. The rosette on this skirt pulls the whole thing together and gives it greater visual impact and texture. This is Threadhead TV. I'm Jude Bell. Thanks for joining me. Come on back for more great projects.